Thanks everyone for coming out tonight. Timmy the producer Patterson. One last time, how can our listeners get in touch with us tonight?
Hit us up on the hotline, 219-743-9743. Yahoo Instant Messenger is up and running. Keyword Bolo Punch Box Now. But the best way to reach us is in the chat room via ustream.tv.
So to recap, what we're talking about is Houston, Texas's fight on HBO on Saturday night, February the 28th. We good, Tim?
Yep, good. Computer just let me know there's an update available for
Juan Manuel Marquez is going to be taking on Juan Diaz. Emil and I have already made our picks. Emil says, in a nutshell, that Marquez is going to rally late. He's still going to be, very, very dangerous.
He's going to hold up late. I don't know if he's going to rally, but he's going to be able to hold up late, which Diaz usually flurries late in the fights. I didn't realize that this is also in Diaz's hometown.
Yes, it is going to be in Houston, which is Diaz's hometown. But lots of Mexicans and Mexican Americans, which is going to help Marquez anyway. So
it's going to help Diaz as well. Probably not as much as Marquez, though.
Probably not as much. So probably not as much for Marquez, you mean?
Yeah.
So Emil's pick was Juan Manuel Marquez over Juan Diaz in a split decision, unanimous decision?
I'm going to say split decision because, like I said, I even thought one would probably either be a draw or it's going to end up one going Diaz's way. It's going to be a very close fight.
I'm going majority decision for Juan Diaz. And Nestor, we're waiting on your pick, sir.
I'm going with Juan Diaz in I'm going to say unanimous decision.
Why are you going with that?
I like Juan Diaz. I honestly believe that he's going to control this through the majority of the fight. I think Marquez is a tough fighter. He's just one of those people that's not going to give up. But I honestly believe that Juan Diaz is going to win more rounds. He's going to win more rounds, and he's going to take it in the unanimous decision. I think it's going to be visible enough for the judges to see that it's going to be unanimous.
Do you think Marquez's power is going to be any sort of a problem for Juan Diaz, who has been at lightweight for a much longer time than Marquez has? Marquez has made his bread and butter out of being a junior lightweight, a flyweight, super flyweight.
I don't think that Marquez's power is going to make that much of a difference, because again, he's fighting a bigger guy than what he's normally used to.
I'm with you there. Yeah, Diaz is not going to be bothered by Marquez's power.
No, Marquez has fought lighter guys, smaller guys who are bothered by his power, but not when you're talking about a heavier individual, bigger individual. That it won't make a difference.
Diaz has stood there with some much bigger guys, and he's been taking shots for years, and his output numbers are silly ridiculous. So we've got unanimous decision for Juan Diaz for Nestor. Chris says majority decision for Juan Diaz, and Emil says split decision for Marquez. It will be within 2 rounds no matter what. So no one is safe with their pick. Just because Nestor and I agree, that probably is the kiss of death for Nestor, that he agreed with me anyway.
Hey, let's get a couple of the live listeners on there. We got Marquez, unanimous decision over Diaz by Pete the Heat Perry. We got just a Marquez pick there by Little Holmes. And Ron Cameron, I'm going to have to go with Marquez, winning a hard-fought unanimous decision. So
you said Marquez?
Marquez.
Yeah,
Marquez,
all
Marquez.
three are going for Marquez there.
They all agree with me because they know who knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, so
that's why they're doing it.
The popcorn tins you sent them obviously got there.
I'm not even picking a fighter. My vote is just opposite of Chris. That's my new line. Is just opposite of Chris every time now.
That's great. Awesome. It's good to be loved. Toluca, Mexico, Azteca America, Francisco Arce taking on Simpiwe and Goque. 12 rounds for the IBF Junior Bantamweight.
Glad it was you and not me.
That is exactly why people said, you got to talk about the Aztec America.
Aztec America kind of took over for Telefichero's card. I can't even say Telefichero.
Telemundo.
Yeah, but Telemundo still has fights. Telefichero basically got rid of their cards, and basically Aztec America took over for them. That's why I wanted you to read that.
It needs to be read. I've never heard of some P-weight.
So you're going to do it again. Smith.
But that undercard on the Houston bout is a pretty big deal too.
Well, Chris John's going to be taking on Rocky Juarez for the WBA featherweight. You've also got Christian Favela is taking on Danny Garcia. Yeah, there's plenty of talent.
Yeah, I think the Juarez and Christian fight will probably be televised since there was no pay-per-view last week. So they usually want to put 2 fights on HBO, so they will probably play that undercard.
Yeah, they'll easily play both of them. They might even play the Garcia against Favela as the first one, depending on a lot of other factors. So that pretty much will get us through this weekend. And now it's time for our Golden Leaf fighter you should know. Again, real quick, Paul. Yeah, I've got that scribbled. Okay, Paul Driscoll, Little Holmes, is saying Marquez. He didn't explain how, but he's got a pick for Marquez. Pete the Heat Perry says unanimous decision for Marquez, and Ron Cameron says Marquez unanimous decision. So, yeah, Nestor, it's you and me, bro.
That's it, buddy.
It's you and me.
I got you back.
I got you back. Tonight's Golden Leaf fighter you should know, Hall of Famer Paul Berlenbach. Born in New York City, Berlenbach represented the U.S. in the 1920 Olympics at Antwerp as a wrestler and won handily. However, Berlenbach didn't pursue professional wrestling career and instead turned his attention to boxing. He turned professional in 1923 and early in his career was matched and defeated by Hall of Famer Jack Delaney. Undeterred, the Astoria assassin regrouped to score several knockouts, including a 10th round TKO over the legend battling Siki to set up a light heavyweight title shot against champion Mike McTeague. Renowned for his punching power, Berlenbach surprisingly outboxed his foe to win a 15-round decision and the title. He successfully defended the title 3 times, TKO 11th over Jimmy Slattery, who's also a Hall of Famer, a win after 15 rounds over Jack Delaney, and a win over 15 rounds over Young Stribling, who's also a Hall of Famer, before losing it to his nemesis, Delaney, in 1926. Berlenbach would meet and lose to Delaney once more before retiring in 1933. Born February 18, 1901, died September 30th, 1985. He won 40 fights, 8 losses, 3 draws, 33 big wins coming by way of knockout with 1 no contest. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame of Canastota, New York in the year 2001. Tonight's Golden Leaf fighter you should know, Paul Berlenbach. Well, with all the fights that we had over the past week, we've had bites, we've had knockouts.
We have amateurs.
Yeah, we had amateurs. Guzman even did a little bit of ring announcing. We've got our entire panel back. Lots and lots of good news. We had a nice full house in our chat room. So, for Emil Soto-Babinski Kegaman, Nestor Garza Romero, Timber the producer Patterson, I am your host, Chris Guzman, wishing you peace and punches. This has been your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour, brought to you by George Rogie Insurance. www.bolopunchboxinghour.com, streaming to you live as always on Ustream.tv. Save us a ringside seat.